What is going on for you Geminis out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. So you Geminis have the Temperance, the Fool, and you have the Queen of Swords. Yes, indeed. So these three cards right here, the Temperance represents your opposite zodiac sign in Sagittarius. So a lot of Sagittarius energy, a lot of right mixed with the Fool, a lot of separating yourself and staying away from the weirdos. A lot of expanding your horizons, going about your business, doing things the way that you want them to. And because of this, a lot of you Geminis, your minds are beginning to expand. What you originally thought a few months ago obviously has changed in certain areas because a lot of you are very much so doing better. So as a result of this, the Queen of Swords is now about how you're just ready to live your life. A lot of you Geminis are ready for a brand new change, and you're creating that change, mind you, right? A lot of you Geminis are tired of having to deal with the same old nonsensical bullcrap over and over and over and over again. A lot of you very much so want to do things the way that you want to, right? Like you're tired of hanging around people who are envious of you, like Selena's manager. You're tired of that. You're tired of dealing with that type of nonsense in the first place. So you Geminis also deal with travel, right? The zodiac signs that deal with travel is Gemini, Virgo, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Pisces, right? So as a result of this, a lot of you Geminis are just enjoying the life that you have. And there's definitely a sense of internal joy because that's where the internal joy is coming from. The internal joy comes from you Geminis enjoying your life, you loving where you came from and what you are about now, and the messed up situations that you made it out of alive and in one piece. And that's where the internal joy comes from, what you know now, right? Because you have people who get themselves caught up in some messed up situations and then they never get out of it, right? They're so caught up with the cycle of dysfunction that they're always gonna live in that cycle of dysfunction and they can't ever actually break out of that. Now, why that's an important thing in the first place is because, again, the Queen of Swords, it prepares you for anything in the world. You are prepared for people to shame you and try to make it seem like you Geminis don't deserve to be who you want to be based upon you're going to get shamed if you don't move the way that they want you to move. But then at the same time, you Geminis are at a point where you don't care about the shaming tactics because at the end of the day, you're not going to hurt anybody. You Geminis are not harming anybody. You Geminis are living your life the way that you should be. So and you're finding out more about who you Geminis actually are. And when you find out who you are, you develop a mind of your own. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Cups and the King of Pentacles is about you have a lot to offer, but if other people can't see that you Geminis have a lot to offer, then it is their loss. You're not in the business of trying to convince anybody of anything because that's useless. That's a useless endeavor. That's a very futile endeavor. It really is. It is quite useless. It really is useless. The reason why it is that I can say something like that is because how many times have you Geminis kept your mouth shut about when someone is disrespecting you that you legitimately like or whatever, but they're doing it out of spite to sabotage you, to make sure that you Geminis don't actually go anywhere, to get your self-image to be low. And now that you Geminis have broken out of that, you Geminis understand that it's okay if you lose a couple of people, because if you got to lose them, right, and the two of you end things terribly, then were those people really for you at all? And the answer is, more often than not, the answer is probably no. So the moon and the Knight of Pentacles right here represents, and because of the fact that you Geminis have been doing your own thing, you actually, ironically, a lot of people are thinking a lot about you because you've been doing your own thing. That's what the Knight and the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Swords is about. They want to come, some friends or exes want to come back and all of that and find out what you Geminis got going on, because you're just doing your own thing, right? You're doing your own thing, and friends also want to be around you Geminis more. So there's definitely a sense of consolidating. There's definitely a sense of, like, with friends that that you can trust, they want to be around you Geminis more, because a lot of you Geminis are just, you're really attracting a lot of other people to you, because you have the forget about it mentality. Not everything that you're forgetting about, but a lot of you Geminis are understanding that, certain things you should forget about, and that you're not really holding on to the emotional baggage the way you used to, and the way that a lot of other people do, right? So because of the fact that you're doing that, what's making it, right, what's really making it for that to happen is a lot of you Geminis are making it so that, like, you're really sitting back and paying attention to see who really brings value to you, right? And of course, you're going to bring value to them. The Five of Cups is about, there's a lot of regret, though. Five of Cups and the Three of Swords, there's a lot of regret. There's a lot of, when it comes to this ex, there's a lot of regret that they're not in your life anymore, and that, they wish that they could be around you, because who you Geminis actually are have blossomed yet again to being someone even more beautiful than what you are, right? So, like, a lot of Geminis are very physically beautiful, and then you're becoming even more beautiful because of the fact that you Geminis are not being weighed down. Gemini has a bit of a sad streak. Gemini can be quite physically appealing on the outside, but internally there's a deep sadness with Gemini. And then there's a tragedy that comes along with all the beauty, and you try to find out, well, what's going on with the Gemini, and then you come to find out, right? But you got to get into a conversation with them and ask them, find out what makes them work and everything like that, what their motivation is, who they are internally. And the thing about it is that the Three of Swords is about, like I said, you Geminis don't have this saddened state. Not saying that you don't get sad or down, but you don't have that sense of like self-doubt and poor self-image anymore. And it's making you beautiful, even more beautiful. So let's clarify the Temperance. Let's clarify the Temperance. The Knight of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Four of Pentacles, Hierophant. To clarify the Temperance. The Knight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, like I said, being wiser about whom you have hanging around you. So there's definitely a sense of, like I said, a person just can't come into your life and expect you to just provide for them, and they provide nothing in exchange to you. They're definitely going to have to show you a level of reciprocity as well, because you're bringing in the love. They should be bringing in love and something as well, just like you bringing in something as well as love. It should be it should be an even slate. Love is symmetrical. Don't allow people to run around here and talk to you about love being asymmetrical. That's cap. Any relationship where the love is asymmetrical, that's not a relationship in that sense. It's not a loving relationship. There's no love there. That is what you call a transactional relationship. There's no exceptions to the rule. I challenge any one of you Geminis to find an exception to that. That you're not going to find one, because all love is symmetrical. There's no way that you Geminis can be in a relationship with somebody where you're bringing in the vast majority of the value and they're providing trash in return for you. There's no way. And then you calling it a relationship, that's love. They don't respect you. They're combative. They're coming up with all kind of ways and excuses to not do anything for you, to not have your back. They're not around when you Geminis want any kind of emotional support. You don't even need them to do anything for you, but you may want them to have your back. They're not around for even that. That's not a relationship. That's a transaction. It is a relationship, but the relationship it is not a loving one. It's a transactional one. So love is symmetrical. So the Hanged Man and the Four of Pentacles now is about how, and a lot of you Geminis are aware of this. And, you Geminis understand that there's a lot of people who want to be around you right now, but they all need to bring something to the cookout. They can't just sit at your table and expect to eat and not bring anything to the table that they're going to be eating at. That doesn't make any kind of sense. The High Priestess is about some of you Geminis, like I said, y'all are going to find out that some people are interested in you, and they have been interested in you for a while, and they're going to try to see what type of time you Geminis is on, because they're going to try to apply pressure to see if you Geminis are into them or not. So a lot of you Geminis got a lot of good things going for yourselves. Y'all got love in the air. Y'all got friendships. Y'all got the peace of mind that y'all want, because y'all don't have to deal with knuckleheaded ninnies. And comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. There's a link in the comment section below called the Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading from me, birth chart readings, as well as the books that I have on Amazon. Come through and get a personal reading from me. Also, too, just wanted to let y'all know that I got this book here, the Circle 7 Quran with a K, because I am a Moorish American. Stop calling me an American Indian. I'm Moorish American.